Hey guys, it's Stache. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make chicken Parmesan and I'm so excited to do it. It's really simple. A little secret, I'm going to cheat a little bit on it and it makes it so much easier to do and you can make it very easily for your family. Now my little secret here, and it's not that much of a secret because everybody buys jarred marinara sauce. You probably have the one that you really like the best. I do too. I happen to particularly like this one here. It's Newman's Own, not sponsored, and it's tomato basil. I love it. So what I do, I have fresh thyme, rosemary, 4 cloves of garlic that I'm going to mince, and onion. And what I'm going to first do is I'm going to saute these down and get the flavors to come out of them. Then I'm going to put the sauce in there and let it cook together, slowly cook together, and it just gives that homemade freshness to it when you don't have time to be able to make your own marinara sauce. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the base for the marinara sauce, and I'm going to put in a couple tablespoons, 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. This is extra virgin olive oil, I can't even say it. 2, and then 3. That's 3 of those. And I'm going to put this on the stove right now. And the reason why is I want it to start warming up, getting nice and toasty. So what I'm going to go on to is I'm going to start with my herbs. And I just pull the rosemary off of the stem itself, just like this. It's so simple. Hold it at the end. And then you just pinch the end off right there. And take your knife and just rock it back and forth like that. There you go. See? Simple. Okay, that's one of them done. I'm going to do the onion. I'm going to cut this up real quickly and we're going to saute this down. This is just building those wonderful flavors. Keep your fingers out of the way. Boy, if you ever cut your finger or your hand when you're cooking, it's really difficult. Oh, okay. There we go. That's one. Come on, baby. You can do it. Come on. Come on. You can tell these are really fresh onions. Now, be careful. I have a really sharp knife. I'm going to score it down like this. And then I'm going to take it and cut it in just like this. Kind of hold up, kind of cut through that one a little bit. Just like that. And then just dicing it up. The last one there, that's that side. Then one more over here. I try to find the firmest bottom to this. That way it won't rock back and forth and cut your hand. Okay, as you can tell, I'm trying to be careful here because I don't want to end up getting hurt either. Move the onion out of the way. There we go, almost done there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, since I've already put the oil into the pot, I'm going to take this right now and I'm going to start Okay, what I'm going to do is start sauteing the onions. Put that in. Let me check the heat. Yep, it's doing pretty good. And just give it a little stir around there. And what we're going to make sure that we do here is we're going to put salt and pepper in here too. Build these layers. That's right. There we go. That's the salt, kosher salt, and ground pepper. There we go. And then we have the thyme. Do you have the thyme? I do. Anyway, just pull the little leaves right off the twig. That's all you have to do. Just pull them right off like that. There we go. This adds so much flavor. It's so wonderful. It's really easy to do. I try to find the easiest ones to do though. Some of these ones that have multi-stems on it are a little bit difficult to do. Let's take all this thyme, and we're just going to take this and put this right into the pot with the onions. Boy, those onions are strong. Now we're on to the garlic. And I'm just scoring down, straight down, and then I'll be able to mince it. So here we go, just mincing it up. Whoops. And this doesn't have to be exact. You just want to get it reasonable. Now I'm going to wait just a second on this because I want to make sure that the onions are starting to cook and everything's blending together. I don't want to burn the onions. So then when we're done with that, we're going to put the garlic in. And then when we're finished putting the garlic in, it cooks for about a minute. And then we're going to put our marinara sauce in there. We're going to stir it and we're going to just let it cook. Okay, guys. The onions are sauteing. They're breaking down very nicely. I put the rosemary and the thyme in here, the fresh rosemary and the fresh thyme, to bring those fresh elements to a jarred pasta sauce. And right now, I think we're at the point where I can put the garlic in here without risking it being burnt. So here we go. Now this is 3 or 4 cloves, I can't remember, going in here right now. And I'm going to give it a nice, wonderful stir there. And instantaneously, you smell the garlic and the onions. The garlic, the perfume from the garlic is just unbelievable. And this is real simple, but this is what I call doctoring the sauce. So that's all we're doing here. I'm going to get this ready. I'm going to open the lids, and then I'm going to put it in just a couple minutes. What else we're going to do is I have 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I have flour, I have eggs, and I have panko breadcrumbs that are seasoned. These are Italian panko breadcrumbs. Boy, that's hard to say. And I'm going to dust those and show you how to do that in just a moment. Okay, the onions, garlic, rosemary, and thyme have broken down sufficiently that I can put the pasta sauce in there now. So here we go. Have a little, just going to add this. And remember, we're just doctoring it up so we can get some really good flavor into the pasta sauce itself. So I use 2 jars here. Use what you want. I don't know how many you're going to make, but this is for 4. The lid is on, and we just let it simmer. That's all we have to do with this. The next step is we have the chicken breast. Obviously, it's Parmesan chicken. So that's what we're going to deal with here. And what we have, let me move everything in, kind of clear the decks off a little bit over here. Okay, we're ready to deal with this chicken. 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, but they need to be pounded so they're nice and thin. So let me show you how I do it. Now I just have plastic wrap. I'm going to put it between 1 piece of plastic wrap, just like this. Now we're going to pound it out, but don't use this edge where it's all rough. Don't want to use that one. Use the flat one. And just pound it out so it's at probably about 1/4 of an inch, at the most 1/2 inch thick, just like that. Now I'm going to move on to the next one because I want to do all these, start frying them at the same time. So just put that back on my tray here. Okay guys, everything's cleaned up. We're ready to proceed with the breading of the chicken, and then we're going to fry it, then we're going to put it into the oven, and then we're getting really, really, really close to having chicken Parmesan. Here we go. So I have the flour that I need to season. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that as we do this, we go step by step, and we make sure that we put enough salt and enough pepper at every layer to make sure that it has a wonderful flavor. So we're going to do this, just like that. And like I said, these are panko crumbs. They're already pre-seasoned. I don't know how much salt and pepper they have in it. It looks like there's a little pepper, and I'm assuming there's salt. So I'm going to put a little in here, just like this. And then I'm going to put pepper in the flour, pepper in the panko, And then we're going to do eggs. And I have a little bit of water here. I want to add just a little bit of water to it, just to loosen it up and scramble them. I'm going to put salt and pepper in here in a second too. And then what we're going to do is we're going to dust them in the flour, put them in the eggs, put them in the panko, and put them in the hot oil that I have in the pan going right behind me with olive oil on it. I'm going to mix this all up, kind of incorporate those seasonings, the salt, the pepper. Same thing with the panko. The panko is a little bit different. I don't know if you've ever used it, but it's crunchy. I love that texture. It's so great. And I'm going to put salt and pepper. There's a little pepper into the eggs. Just mix it in there. Okay. And all we do is we just dredge. I was going to use the fork, but I kind of like my fingers better. We're just going to dust it off with the flour. Get it covered so it will stick. There we go. Oh, this chicken breast got a little thin. We're going to dip it right into the eggs, and it'll be like the glue that holds this panko on. There we go. Ooh, look at that. And then, right into the panko, just like this. Very simple. Real simple. But a necessary step because this is going to be wonderful. And meanwhile, we have the marinara sauce. My cheap marinara sauce. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, one down. There we go. That's the last one. Now we're going to proceed over to the stove and we're going to start cooking them off. We're not going to cook them all the way, just partially. We're going to brown them and then we're going to assemble them, put them in the oven, and magic happens. I'll be right back. My oil is really hot. It is hot, hot, hot. I'm going to do one at a time because I could not possibly fit one of these, more than one of these, into the pan at a time. And I want to make sure, I know I have tongs. They're over here. Voila, I got them. And here we go. Now be careful because this is really hot. And we're going to watch this. This is going to cook really fast. They're going to brown. That's all you want to do is brown them. The cooking mainly is going to take place in the oven. I have that oven already set at 375 degrees. I also have the heads of garlic that I cut in half with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and that's in the oven also. So we'll see how that's going in just a second. So tell me about your day. How's it going? Everything fine? I'm sure it is. Has to be fine because guess what? You're watching me. We're going to check the chicken breast to see how it's browning. Come on with me. Come on. Come. I said, come on. Let's do it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Look at that. Look at that. She is beautiful. She is so beautiful. We're going to continue doing this. I did check the marinara sauce. It's looking wonderful. Oh, hi there. Okay, look. They're all browned and beautiful. You know what? I think a couple of them, I didn't put salt on the last one and this one here. And I think I'm just going to put a little itsy bitsy amount of pepper there. Okay, now we're going to assemble them. This is so simple. This is a hit. Just take the marinara sauce. See, I doctored it up, remember? There it is. Look how beautiful she is. I'm going to take it, I'm going to pour her right in the middle and just push it down like that. Just that way. Oh, God. Makes me, oh, my mouth is watering. Oh, this is so good. This is a lot of sauce, so you could easily make a pasta to go along with it. You know, spaghetti, anything along those lines. Just put it here. There we go. I think I'm going to put a little bit more on here and a little bit more on this one here. Then I got fresh mozzarella. It's wonderful. Fresh mozzarella. We're going to put probably a couple of them on each one. Remember, they are going to melt down, and you're going to have that wonderful velvety texture that comes in it. Now this one here, I'm probably going to put 3 on because it stretches itself out so much that she gets an award. There we go. And then the last, but certainly not least, the Parmesan cheese. We're going to put this all over the top of it like this. Look at that. Oh, God. This looks so amazing. Now you could serve this a big, beautiful salad. It doesn't have to be over the top, deadly, for your heart. Just salad. You could do pasta with it. There are many things that you could do with this. This needs more on here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you know what? There. Okay, how does she look? I think she looks beautiful. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put it into the oven for probably about 10 minutes. We're going to wait, and the cheese we want melted. So, and obviously the chicken needs to be cooked all the way through. But remember, since it was pounded, it's thinner and it should cook very, very quickly. Ordinarily, a chicken breast of this size at a 375 degree temperature oven will cook in 20 minutes. So I'm going to say 12 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes, somewhere in there. So here we go. I'm going to put it into the oven. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's the time. I'm ready. Are you ready? We're going to look at it, okay? So we have the chicken Parmesan, and here we go. Oh my goodness! Look at that! Look at this! Is that amazing? That was about 15 minutes in the oven, 375 degrees, and dinner, whoops, I was going to say it. Should I say it? Dinner is served. So come on. Now, what I want to do is I want to take a little bit of Italian parsley. I think it might be easier if I just try to cut it. There. And I'm going to take the leaves. Just cut it off a little bit here. Gosh, I can't help myself. This food is so good. My mouth starts watering. So here we go. Okay. Now, we're going to do this a little bit. Just a little. The little old greenery. There. What? Chlorophyll? Has a little chlorophyll. Then we're going to take a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Put it all over the top. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Didn't take that long to do either. And look at this. This is an amazing dinner for Sunday, holiday, for any day. It's wonderful. Here we go. Dinner served. I do have one extra. Do you want to join me? Make sure that you subscribe if you enjoyed this. Subscribe. Click on the little bell. You'll get notifications. And I'll see you the next time.